Are you lost, stuck, or unhappy, like you're just floating through life with no clear goal? We'll be going deep into Miyamoto Musashi's teachings in this video to find powerful steps that will help you find your real purpose and live an honest life. Step 1. Reflect inward. To find your true meaning, you need to think about yourself. Musashi said that getting to know yourself was important before facing the world. He said, "To know 10,000 things, know one thing, yourself." This sentence tells us that being clear inside leads to being clear in life. When you reflect on yourself, you look at your thoughts, feelings, and past events. Who am I when I'm not putting on a show for other people? What do I really value? Sometimes these questions are hard to answer, but they are necessary to know what your goal is. Before every fight, Musashi thought deeply about himself to learn what his strengths and weaknesses were. Also, make time to sit still and listen to nothing, away from the noise of daily life. It can be very helpful to write down your ideas in a journal where no one will judge you. Write about your hopes, fears, regrets, and desires. As you write down how you feel, patterns will start to show up that will help you figure out what you really want. Meditation can help you clear your mind and see what's going on inside you. A lot of the time, Musashi meditated by streams or in the shade of trees. He let nature calm him down. You can hear your true voice and understand your inner desires when you are still. When you think about yourself, you're not judging yourself. You're accepting who you really are. It means not being ashamed of your flaws and strengths. Musashi thought that knowing yourself was the key to real power. You can move forward with purpose once you have a clear picture of who you are. Every day, make it a habit to think. Set aside time to think alone, whether it's in the morning, before bed, or on a quiet walk. You'll find the truths that shape your path over time. Step 2. Explore freely. After you've thought about yourself, it's time to look around. As well as being good with swords, Musashi was also good at painting, calligraphy, and planning. He thought that the only way to truly understand life was to experience it in all its forms. In the same way, if you want to find your meaning, you need to let yourself explore different interests without any limits. If you want to broaden your views, try new things. It doesn't mean giving up what you know. We often have too strict ideas about what we are. You might think, "I'm not creative or athletic." These ideas keep you from growing. Instead, think like Musashi did and be open. Start doing something you've never done before. Learn a new skill, go on trips, or attend classes. Fear not being liked or failing. It was never scary for Musashi to lose because he knew that every fight, win or lose, made him stronger. Freely exploring teaches you to be strong, flexible, and to find out more about yourself. As you try new things, pay attention to how they make you feel. Are you interested in creative projects or physical challenges? Do you feel more alive when you work alone or when you help other people? Exploring helps you figure out what really speaks to your heart. Keep a record of your travels. Write down the things you learn and the feelings they make you have. By doing this, you can keep track of your progress and see which paths really fire you up. Don't let fear control what you do. Musashi often fought people who were much stronger than him, but he went into each fight curious and sure of himself. Take on obstacles as chances to learn. Exploration won't take you away from your goal. It's a required step in the process of finding it. Step 3. Listen to intuition. Your gut is a strong guide that often tells you things that your logical mind misses. Musashi was famous for being able to tell what his opponents were planning by using instincts that he had developed over time. To live an authentic life, you have to accept that voice inside you. Your intuition comes from your mind, which is where your memories, feelings, and information come together. When making choices, pay attention to the small things that are going on in your body. If you feel calm, you're probably on track with your goals. If you feel tense, you might not be. Getting better at intuition takes work. Take some time to think and ask yourself straight out, is this really my choice? Or am I going in the same direction as someone else? Musashi taught that understanding comes from inside, not from what other people say. Believe in your own decisions, even if other people don't. Intuition may tell you to leave comfort or take chances from time to time. Even though Musashi's life was full of unknowns, he went with his gut to get better at his skill and follow his path. Dare to do what feels right, even if it means going somewhere you've never been before. If you're stuck, think about your choice for a while. Let your thoughts settle down like a lake at a calm time, and answers will come to you on their own. Often, intuition shows itself in small ways, like a calm feeling, a strong belief, or a sudden insight. Take these signs seriously and let them lead you. Forget that perception isn't about being perfect, it's about getting better. Your decisions will teach you important lessons, even if they lead to results you didn't expect. Musashi's way was to change and learn, not to stick to plans exactly. Don't think too much about your trip, let your inner wisdom guide you. Step 4. Align with values. Living an honest life starts with knowing your morals. Musashi lived by his own set of rules called the way of walking alone, or Dokkōdō. These rules were about being simple, independent, and devoted. To find your meaning, the things you do need to match up with what you believe. First, write down your goals. What values do you not want to give up? Being honest? Being creative? Freedom? Write them down and think about how they affect the choices you make. When your deeds are in line with your values, you feel like you have a purpose in life. Being honest is a part of living in harmony. Look at the places where you feel confused or not yourself. Are you working in a job out of social pressure or because you love it? Are the ties in your life helpful or harmful? Musashi made sure that every fight was real by never using a weapon that he wasn't skilled in. In the same way, be sure and clear about how you use your beliefs. When your values are clear, it's easier to make choices. If being honest is important to you, tell the truth even when it's hard. If you want to grow, don't be afraid to take on obstacles. Musashi was steadfast in his devotion to his way because it was based on his beliefs. People who share your beliefs should be around you. Negative influences can lead you astray, but surroundings that support growth. Musashi carefully picked his students, making sure they were as dedicated and disciplined as he was. Being in line with your ideals also means taking responsibility for the decisions you make. If you get off track, admit it, learn from it, and get back on track. Musashi didn't dwell on his mistakes. Instead, he learned from them and went on with a renewed sense of purpose. Step 5. Embrace growth. Miyamoto Musashi thought that life is a path of learning new things and getting better all the time. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world, he once said, stressing how important it is to be humble and always want to grow. Accepting change and seeing each experience as a chance to grow is important if you want to live an honest life and find your true meaning. To grow, you have to let go of things that don't help you anymore, like old habits, limiting beliefs, or even people who get in the way of your growth. Musashi was known for fighting in a way that wasn't typical. He didn't stick to one way of fighting. Instead, he learned many different styles and adapted to each one with ease and an open mind. Adopt a growth attitude that is open to new ideas and ways of doing things. Think about the places where you feel stuck. Are you stuck in a routine because you're afraid of what might happen? Are you against change because it makes you uncomfortable? Musashi teaches that the only way to truly master something is to go through suffering and use it to improve yourself. Set clear goals that you can reach that are in line with your mission. Break them down into steps you can take and make it a point to do them every day. Musashi was the most disciplined fighter ever because he trained all the time, even when he was by himself. In the same way, enjoy the grind, knowing that each step gets you closer to being yourself. Find information from a variety of places. Get to know different cultures and beliefs, read books, and work with mentors. Musashi learned from all kinds of people, including fighters, monks, and artists. Learn about new things and always be a student of life. Remember, though, that change is not a place you go, it's a way of thinking. The last thing Musashi taught was that the way is in the practice. You don't have to know the whole road before you start walking it. Pay attention to each step and see failures as lessons to be learned. Being more evolved will help you see your role more clearly and make your life feel more real. Step 6. Simplify life. Musashi was a simple man who only owned his swords and a few small items for himself. His idea of simplicity wasn't about not having enough, but about focusing. He thought that mental and physical clutter kept us from focusing on our purpose and living our true selves. To simplify your life, You have to figure out what's important and get rid of the rest. Start by taking a look around you. Do your things show what you value and what you want to achieve? Or are they left over from societal standards and wants from the past? The Dokkōdō by Musashi stressed letting go of attachments that aren't necessary. It said, "Do not collect weapons or practice with weapons beyond what is useful." That is, only keep what helps you on your way. To clear your mind, clean up your space. Things that don't make you happy or serve a purpose should be given away, sold, or thrown away. As you get rid of the things that are taking up space, you will feel more focused and clear. Musashi was very simple, which let him focus all of his energy on making his art better. Similarly, living a simple life frees you to spend money on things that really matter. But simplicity is more than not having things. It's also about clearing out your mind and routine. Are you taking on too many responsibilities that don't fit with your values? Are you getting distracted by things like social media or chores that don't matter? In order to train alone and away from the noise of the world, Musashi would go to the mountains. Figure out what's most important to you and plan your day around that. You can protect your time and energy by setting limits. Musashi was very focused and never wasted time on unimportant things. Adopt this way of thinking by focusing on the present moment, whether you're at work, in a talk, or thinking about your own life. Clear up your thoughts. We make life harder for ourselves by thinking too much and making problems that aren't required. Musashi taught that you should keep your mind calm and clear, free of small worries. Every day, meditate to clear your mind and get in touch with your inner self. When you quiet your mind, you become more in touch with your true mission. Step 7. Serve others. True meaning isn't just about you, it's about helping other people. Musashi was a fierce warrior, but he also showed people how to be kind, humble, and helpful. He thought that success wasn't just about skill, but also about using your skills to help other people. There are many ways to provide service. It could mean teaching others what you know, helping a friend who is in trouble, or using your skills to make people around you better. Musashi spent his last years teaching his students how to use swords and how to live a good life. By doing that, he found a cause greater than his own glory. Think about what you can do to help the world. What are your skills or strengths that could make a difference? You might be meant to use your skills to solve problems, motivate others, or make something important. The goal of today is to teach, learn, and improve people, as Musashi once said. Helping other people not only helps you find your meaning, but it also makes your own life better. To serve, you have to be humble and ready to let go of your ego. Musashi's theory stressed letting go of one's own wants and focusing on what's best for everyone. He knew that real happiness doesn't come from praise or money, but from making a difference for the better. First, pay attention to what other people need. How can you give something of value if you don't want anything in return? Kind actions, no matter how small, can have big impacts and spread happiness. Help people who need it by volunteering, being a guide, or just listening. But understand that service is not about giving up your own needs. Because he knew that you can't pour from an empty cup, Musashi stayed independent while helping other people. Don't forget to take care of yourself too. When you give, make sure it comes from a place of wealth, not obligation. Service connects you with a bigger goal in the end. It helps you remember that your life is connected to bigger things and that every action, no matter how small, can make a difference for the better. By helping others, you not only live an honest life, but you also leave a lasting mark on the world.